What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jay Grizz, and I'm back with another one. Today we got a special guest in the building, Monty the Boss. Monty, gotta introduce yourself.
You like it? You like it? I had to come up with that name on the fly. I had to get a cool little YouTube name since I'm going to be on this channel with him sometimes.
So today we're gonna be talking about your boy Diddy.
Yeah. And what's been going on? What's been going on in the news?
I don't know.
What you
might
thinking?
not be able to help him with this one. It looks like it's about to be over with for you, boy.
So I guess we could probably start off with that video. Right. So supposedly, allegedly, so we will be using that allegedly a lot because obviously
ain't trying to get sued, copyrights.
We are in no way, shape, or form do we talk about the news. Are we any newscasters? Are we bringing you the latest?
Strictly
not at all.
Opinion.
It is just strictly our opinion.
Agree. Disagree.
That's up to you guys to decide. But so I want to start off with the video from 2016 that showed, Diddy running out his hotel room,
naked, low key.
He was obviously, it looked like he was probably in the shower or something, and he heard her.
She was trying to get out of there,
grabbing her stuff and getting in, trying to be up out of there, and he was like, and ran after her.
You think somebody told on her? Because how he knows she was getting up out of there?
You know what? I really think that he heard her, like, them hotel door rooms is really, they're really heavy,
loud and heavy.
Right. So when you close it, you hear the click and the clack, and he probably was like, oh, she thinks she's slick, and grabbed his towel and ran right out of there to her. Not only did he run out to get her, it's not like he was trying to reason with her. He pretty much like slammed her to the ground, like he kicked her or something like that, threw a vase at her,
lift her up with one arm, like he was the Undertaker.
Not even the Undertaker, like he on definitely on something, some kind of inhuman strength, because that was completely ridiculous.
I mean, give y'all opinion on what y'all think about the video, because I was, and then he had the nerve to be trying to. Oh, the truth gonna come out, like he was just innocent and shit.
Right.
And I'm like,
what? Because I think he thought that they weren't expecting to show it on national TV. Right. And so basically what happened was, remember when they did that raid back in March at his home in Miami, when the feds ransacked the entire place? And people was like, oh, they're just trying to find something on the black man, X, Y, and Z. But during that whole search, the feds did find a lot of footage, like a lot. And supposedly what was on that footage was like, basically, either people were being like essayed, I'm going to say essay, for purposes, allegedly, right. But they were being essayed, and supposedly he was in the corner or, masturbating to what was going on.
Participating.
Well, Josh thinks he was participating, which I can go along with that. I can believe that.
Y'all heard the Meek audio, right?
Allegedly.
Right. So all right. So we going. Yeah.
So and of course, it had Cassie on there, and apparently Cassie was.
Yeah,
this is what.
She's the most beautiful.
You are crazy. So, basically, on those videotapes, the feds have been reaching out to those people on the tapes to see if they are willing to testify against Diddy in court. Now, mind you, what do you always say about the feds?
Once the feds come, it's a what? I think it's 98% now or something like that. Like once the feds come, like
that's it.
You got.
So the feds aren't going to come in unless they have like real concrete evidence that you've been doing these things.
But my thing was on that, to a little piggyback, was he ain't the only one on these tapes.
Right. It's a lot of your favorite rappers, your favorite singers, your favorite spiritual leaders.
You see your girl J-Lo just canceled her little tour talking about she want to spend family time.
That's what he thinks. I'm not sure. I mean, J-Lo and P. Diddy they've been broke up for a long time. How long she had kids?
Yeah, but them tapes ain't been out for a long time.
which she could have been on one of those tapes too. So according, before I even get into that, let's talk about that apology video. So, what do you think? For one, I just want to know who told him. I'm assuming it's his publicist. Or you know what? He might be flying. He might be flying solo. Because somebody may not be touching him right now.
Because if I was his publicist, I would have said, "Don't say nothing."
Please. Because my thing was, it would have been more valid had you came out when Cassie was saying what she was saying, and you were like, you know what?
He was still denying it at that point. Though.
At that time, I was really messed up. I shouldn't have done that. Like I've been on a journey or a search or something. It would have made it more believable versus you saying, the truth gonna come out, and you just out on these elaborate trips with your kids and stuff, trying to make it seem like nothing's going on. But again, they already knew about this footage, and allegedly he paid the hotel $50K. $50K ain't enough for me to shut up. I'm gonna need more than that. If you're P. Diddy, I'm gonna need more than that.
The hotel did their job, but obviously he had a copy.
So he had a copy at his house. Yes. So technically the hotel did do their job. Right, yeah. So he got the copy from the hotel. The feds got it from his house. So basically, the feds right now, they are trying to bring up criminal charges against P. Diddy for sex trafficking.
Didn't you say they was calling people?
Yes. So they were actually calling the people that they saw on the videotapes. I'm telling you, they have to be people famous. Not just that. It could be other people that aren't famous, but they are calling them to see if they'll be willing to testify against him in court. And so they are trying to bring up criminal charges because what we did see. Now, we're not saying that he didn't, physically abuse Cassie for all of them years. But what we are saying is, because this certain situation that we do see that is in mainstream media, because it's from 2016, the charges is a statute of limitations. So he's not going to get charged for that particularly. Yeah, look bad. Now we know what kind of person he is. Well, I mean,
but people been
most people, you should already know what kind of person he is. But
you heard about the little murders he's supposed to be linked to?
Allegedly.
Yeah. Well, okay.
What they say about that?
I don't want to get too much up into that because that ain't really the topic. But
they did say he did try and blow up Kid Cudi's car, and
to some murders.
Kid Cudi did admit that his car did blow up.
King Von and
on the low.
Yeah, that's wild though.
So that's basically what they're trying to do. At this point, he should be treated like any other criminal.
Yeah, shit. They got R. Kelly in there locked up. Everybody love R. Kelly. I still listen to his music, but
you do the
crime. You do the crime.
You gotta do the time. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. You do the crime.
I don't care how much money you got. Although R. Kelly ain't got no Diddy money, but like she said, treat him like all the other abusive men in the world with a little bit of power.
Diddy need to just go ahead and go on one of them shows, one of them Gil King shows, and let them know you gotta get 20 years of my life.
Man, that nigga will get up there. I was fucked up. the apology videos this seem so staged.
That was ridiculous.
Like he was reading off a prompter or something. Like somebody wrote this down for him to say, like he didn't want to say it.
But not even just that though. So apparently Rolling Stone did like they were like reaching out to his like former like people who've been in connection with him, like former like managers, former like security guards, and these people are coming out saying that he been abusing people. He been abusing women. Like from 1987, apparently, I guess he went to Howard. He only did like 2 years or something like that, but still, apparently he was known for the parties that he throw. And I guess he like had a girlfriend and he kept like knocking on the window, asking her to come out of class. Like, sir, do you know how much I'm paying for tuition? And you want me to get up and come out of class just to be with you all day? I don't think so. So I guess when she didn't come, he started making like a big old ruckus, went to her dorm rooms and basically like beat her outside on the quad, beat her with a belt.
I believe it. You see the Cassie video.
Beat her with a belt. So you mean to tell me, and that's when he was going by Puff. Puffy. Puff Daddy. I don't know why I'm doing the air quotes because that's not allegedly. Technically, he was Puff Daddy. And then, but you know what? Now that makes more sense why he's now going by. He was trying to go by this brother love and oh, we're on this brother love tour and we're going to try and give everybody the rights to their music back and stuff like that. But that one girl from Daddy Decay, I can't think of her name, but she was like, nah, because this is crazy. Because they was making them sign like a non-disclosure, like you can't say anything.
I'm still mad what he did to my boy Dylon and them for making the band.
Make them go walk in. What they walk go get a cheesecake or something like that?
Dylon wasn't having it though. He made a whole little diss track and all that. Y'all remember Dylon the Legend? Remember him? Yeah.
That's crazy. But I also what I also wanted to talk about too was the whole little like Young Miami thing. So apparently I know y'all heard she was like, I guess they're trying to probably bring charges against her because
about the pink cocaine shit.
Yes, because she was selling drugs and selling drugs for Diddy. Not only that, but there's like I want to say about 8 sexual SA lawsuits against Diddy right now because of I mean just women and men coming out and saying that these things that he was doing, how they was getting this man to recruit people. And I think one of the guy who came forth, he said that he was the one who was helping him do his last album, the Brother Love album, whatever. And he was like promising him like, oh, you know, you can have all of this basically, but was basically like saying him all the time. So, and not just that, he was having him recruit. So apparently it's like this like hat or something, like this hat that they will wear. So it's like a specific place where call girls, I guess that's what they call them. Yeah. Like they know, like, okay, if you see this person in the park, whatever, at this undisclosed location with this hat on, you know Diddy in town and he looking for girls. And so he was sending the guy out to do that. And
it was alleged that he used to send Cassie out too.
Yep. And Cassie was the one on them videos who he was making other men do whatever to Cassie while he watched.
Cuckold, wherever you call a little.
Is that what it's called?
Cuckold, the little. Y'all know what I'm talking
about. And possibly participate.
Right. Yeah, he definitely was participating, men and women. You can't tell me no different.
So, yeah, man, I just.
Yeah.
Wait. So my Young Miami. I was almost off my train of thought. So with Young Miami, she was basically, I guess it was coming out that she said that she liked golden showers from P. Diddy, right? Like, oh yeah, I love them. And then all of a sudden she trying to backpedal, saying that, oh, I was just using that just to promote her little game show that she had or whatever, her little show. But people are like, nah, you was way too comfortable.
Way too confident in saying what you like.
Way too comfortable saying.
But once she didn't
you
get
like golden showers, now you trying to backpedal.
Once she didn't get no, yeah, girl, me too. Now you want to backpedal.
But just imagine, I'm not saying that there aren't, women or men out there who like to be.
It's something for everybody.
But what I am saying is, there are really like no, absolutely not. That is, I draw the line right there. And it's young women, young girls, teenage girls who look up to the Young Miamis, the Cardi B's, the
Ice Spice.
You know what I'm saying?
Meg Thee Stallion,
and I hate to be like a broken record, you know, and I know sometimes they'll say like, oh, you know, we're not no role models. Like, y'all not supposed to be letting y'all kids listen to us. But what they don't understand is that, you know, kids, they're gonna do kid stuff,
and they portray this image.
Hot, it seemed good.
Image that's hot.
We grew up in the 90s, so we barely had the internet. Man. Okay, so now these kids
we had dial up.
The AOL chat rooms, all that.
And if somebody was on the phone,
it's a wrap.
No internet.
Couldn't be on the phone at all because the phone lines would be busy. So that's pretty much what we grew up in. So now that it's easy access to all right, it's easy access TikTok, to everything. Instagram, so these Facebook. Kids literally, they see everything. And for you to say that you like golden showers, and then you got girls probably thinking, especially them impressionable ones.
What's
like,
that? And then they go look it up.
And they're like, oh yeah, that's cool. Oh yeah, Young Miami said that's cool. And now she's going to backtrack. Oh, I didn't really say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just, when you have a public platform, it's very important that you watch what you say.
I mean, it's all good to be, you know, humorous and crack jokes and, you know, but at the end of the day, it might be some kids that really think you that person,
and they listening to you,
and they listening to
so
your every
all
word.
You singing about is shaking your ass and doing all of this stuff. You know, they're going to want to, you know, emulate that, and you just.
And this is coming from some parents who daughter like all them people we just named, damn near.
I know, and it is hard, and we
only hard to tell her like. They probably ain't go to school.
You know what I'm saying?
You need to focus on this work, you know. So, you know. But we ain't trying to be no motivational speakers. Back to the topic.
Yes, okay.
We back on this TD or what?
You know I'm good to that. Okay, see, I didn't want to bring
that TD. Up. You don't want to bring the TD up?
So allegedly, and I'm saying it's allegedly because what I don't do is I don't like to put my mouth on pastors.
I do. Power bottom TD.
I don't particularly.
Y'all know
like
what they called this man.
So basically, what they're saying is
allegedly
that TD Jakes has a code name, Mr. High Booty. That's what they. That's what they said. That's what I've been. That is what I've been. That's what I've been reading. So that's what I've been reading.
He saved in the archives as High Booty.
That's what they saying. Mm-hmm. Like that's what they. So like when he goes to these parties, like that's what they know him as. That's his code name, Mr. High Booty.
Yeah, that's cool. Let's go. High Booty TD.
So but I did want. The last thing.
Brief on that.
The last thing.
She be too holy for me.
I don't like to.
I don't care if you pastor.
But it's just funny. It's funny.
Yeah, because he, you know, the power bottom situation that came out weeks ago. So he already had allegedly, he already had a little.
I like the air quotes.
Right. He already had a little title already. So when this came out, I'm like, oh, they got a code name for Buddy.
Code name, Mr. High.
So yeah.
So, but the last thing that I did want to touch on.
He's too big to be high anything. Booty. He too big for that, bro. Like,
what is wrong with you?
I don't know, bro. I don't know, but
these are things that's going on in the world secretly that we literally we don't be privy to this information until like it hits mainstream media, or unless you following somebody like Josh watches all of these like podcasts and
I watch a lot of people
deep dives.
Shout out to all y'all who I watch. Y'all know y'all.
So basically what you're saying is we're gonna be famous, so they gonna know.
I mean, hopefully that's the plan. I ain't trying to be Diddy famous where I gotta, sign a contract and nothing like that. But a couple of, little something,
So the last thing that I did want to touch on before we get up out of here is I wanted to touch on like it bothers me that there are men out here that will physically assault other women, but would kill somebody if they ever assaulted their daughters.
Exactly.
Right. And I think that is so weird that some men, like, they put their daughters on these pedestals, like, oh, this is my baby, oh, I love her so much, but yet
he got twin daughters too.
No, he got 4 daughters. He got an oldest daughter, he got a twin, and then he got that little baby.
Right.
So my thing is, you beating the mess out of their mama though, like, you know what I'm saying? But you're telling them, but you're telling the kids, oh, self-love. You don't never let a man put their hands on you. Right. But that's all they see. So in their mind, they're going to think that that's a man loves me. If he hits me, I know he loves me. He comes home to me every night, regardless of what else he's doing out there. He loves me. That's basically what you telling them. P. Diddy did another interview on the Breakfast Club, basically saying, like, it's an 80-20 thing with him. Like, 80% of the time, he'll buy you whatever you want. Y'all can take these elaborate trips. He'll do anything for you. But it's that 20% or 20% where he's like cheating on you, apparently beating you, doing all these horrific things. And I'm telling you, that's where that it's not going to feel like 20%. So how can you, and I want to know in the comments, like, please let me know.
Please get y'all opinions on
how can you,
feedback is necessary.
How can you sit up here and
it's our first video, y'all. It's our first video. So bear with us. We'll be learning on the go.
How can you do that? And then expect for your daughters not to see that, or not even. I don't even want to say your daughters, your sons, because then your sons is gonna believe that, oh, if I slap her up, she gonna do what she's supposed. Like on some Ike Turner stuff, like why she was walking around mad, and so I kept asking her what's wrong, and so I finally hit her, and she told me what's wrong.
You remember that video?
Yeah, and I mean straight face. And it's like, I know we used to live in a time where things like that were okay. It was cool for him to slap her around and we just turn the other cheek, but it still wasn't okay. It's still so cringe. And for anybody to really seriously be around people who watch somebody get assaulted like that, and I'm not saying that you put your life in danger. I'm not saying that. You always want to make sure you make it home to your family, absolutely. But when you see that happening and you don't think to yourself like, yeah, nah, I ain't gonna do this again. I'm not even gonna kick it with this person no more because I don't like that. For you not to think about that is saying a whole lot about you as a person. So, yeah.
So yeah, y'all, like, comment, subscribe, leave feedback. All feedback is good feedback, no matter if it's negative. If y'all don't agree with anything we said,
please say that.
Please,
I appreciate it.
All comments is welcome. So like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to get notified every time we drop another video, and we out.